family and friends here that have started together. Later this evening, another prayer session is expected to be held where community members will also be given an opportunity to bid farewell to the Duke of Makgoba's Kloof. Lebohang Cheeseboy, Eyewitness News in Limpopo.
Sharpeville residents are set to pay tribute to a local businessman who was murdered outside his spaza shop. Papi Mokoena was shot 7 times by unknown assailants on Wednesday, leaving one of his employees with serious injuries. Community members claim Mokoena was targeted by foreign nationals who also operate spaza shops in the area. Following his murder, residents have looted and vandalized businesses owned by foreign nationals. Alpha Ramashwana reports from Sharpeville.
Sharpeville residents are making their way to the home of local businessman Papi Mokoena, who was killed just outside his store on Wednesday. Mokoena owned 7 spaza shops in the township and a wholesaler that many rely on to purchase groceries and other essentials. Community leader Vuyelwa Dladla has raised questions about the motive behind this killing, questioning why anyone would want to harm a man dedicated to serving his community.
What happened here is hurtful. The people who shot him clearly knew what they were doing. He was just a spaza shop owner.
She says in honoring his memory, foreign-owned spaza shops must remain closed. Alpha Ramashwana, Eyewitness News in Sharpeville.
And Gauteng Education MEC Matume Chilwane has sent a stern warning to matriculants against cheating ahead of their finals. More than 186,000 pupils are set to sit for their final exams from Monday. Noluthando Ngeno reports.
The Gauteng Education Department says it has put strict measures in place to curb cheating at exam venues across the country. High-level security measures will ensure that there are no loopholes and that all protocol is observed in the 1,035 examination centres across the province. MEC Matume Chilwane says the department has a zero-tolerance policy on cheating.
Those who are found to have transgressed, they know. They will be removed from the examination center. They can even be removed entirely from writing the NSC, banned for a number of years. It's going to greatly affect them.
Chilwane was speaking at the pledge signing ceremony at Ahmed Timil Secondary School earlier today. He has wished the class of 2024 the best of luck. Noluthando Ngeno, Eyewitness News.
A fine Saturday in store for Gauteng tomorrow, becoming partly cloudy by the afternoon. Lerato Hofela, Eyewitness News.
EWN, in touch, in tune, and independent. For the latest, visit ewn.co.za or download the EWN app.
#MSW.
You may begin to feel anxious or excited.
Honest, deliberate, engaging, uncensored.
High-dosage administration can cause adverse reactions.
And most importantly, independent in mind and execution.
This is a normal response. Are you ready?
Marawa Sports Worldwide.
I'm probably the only minister in the world of sport that was not at the Olympics. Now, where do you get the joyriding from? So I want to make it very clear. I came back, not because I was forced to come back. There was nothing wrong me being there. Now he's going to sporting events. That's my job. Do you want me to go look at cabbages and the agriculture? That is the job of Mr. John Steiner, isn't to look at the farms. You can't. That's my job, to go to sporting events.
Another top story, though, that's been making headlines. Mamelodi Sundowns head coach Manqoba Mngqithi, well, he's responded to Hugo Broos, the coach of Bafana Bafana's latest comments about Lebohang Mokoena.
He must manage his house and allow me to manage my house, because nobody tells him who to play in his team, and I cannot be expected to be told by another coach who to play in my team. Each man for his own family.
Orlando Pirates coach Jose Riviero, well, he believes that Patrick Maswanganyi is not affected by the criticism that he has received on social media.
Our players are strong enough. They are well surrounded of people to support them in every possible scenario, like good or bad performances.
And don't compare me to Mama Joy. I am not a super fan. I'm the Minister of Sport, Arts and Culture.
Robert Marawa, live on 947. Vuma FM, Rise FM, and Sowetan Live. #MSW.
right, we're just about to have a very, very important conversation with our guest tonight. It is a Friday, which means that it is Legends Night. But before we get into the nitty-gritty, the heart of the matter, let's tell you that Marawa Sports Worldwide is probably brought to you by Hollywood Bets.
From the pitch to the podium, your all-access pass to the world of sport is right here. Marawa Sports Worldwide on 947, Vuma FM and Rise FM. Powered by Hollywood Bets.
All right, one of the most successful teams, though, having won the last 4 World Cups and 3 in T20, had also won in the 50s over, was finally defeated, though, in an unexpectedly one-sided semi-final against the Proteas in Dubai yesterday.
Now to the leg side it goes. They're looking to win, and South Africa have reached Fortress Australia. The Proteas have defeated one of the most dominant teams in sporting history. Before today, they may have been seen as unlikely winners, but now have a chance to do something that no other Proteas team has done before. They have a chance to lift a T20 World Cup trophy as they beat Australia for the first time in a T20 World Cup match. And today, by 8 wickets. A dominant performance by South Africa in this chase. They've absolutely bossed this. Incredible scenes for South Africa.
Oh man, and we're still celebrating. What a wonderful performance. Top class performance. And it really puts South Africa in the driving seat now. It was South Africa's second ever T20 victory over Australia in 11 occasions as the Proteas reached their second consecutive World Cup final. Now, despite the comfortable win, the Proteas batter, that's Annika Bosch, believes that the Proteas are yet to peak. Now, the South Africans are 1 game away. I repeat that, 1 game away from World Cup glory, and will go into Sunday's final in Dubai, which is going to be at 1600 South African time, with a lot of confidence. Good luck, ladies.
Yeah, I think it gives the team even more confidence going into the next game, knowing that our batting lineup is looking quite strong. It wasn't today, or probably not always the same people scoring the runs. It does show that we have the ability for other people as well to come in and win a game for the team. So yeah, I think that'll give the whole team just more confidence going into the final, as we still have a big job to do there.
Marawa Sports Worldwide.
Lebohang Cheeseboy Mokoena, good to see you. And he's a good friend of the show, somebody that I speak to on a regular basis, David Mukhashwa, a very ambitious person.
Yes.
Have you had a word with him?
Yes, I did have a conversation with him, and what I picked up was that the chairman didn't make a call on this. There was a meeting, don't know who was in the meeting, and in that meeting my name came up. The chairman, he did not give me straight answers, but he told me that the coach says no, he wants to get a younger player in there. Even if he brings me into the team, he's not going to use me as much. That was it. That's what the chairman just told me, and I said, okay, how about sit down with the coach, call him in, let him explain to me, because he told me that he needs me in the team. So if he changes,
he needs you in your face, but then he doesn't need you when you're not there.
It's not fair. I was true to you.
Marawa Sports Worldwide. Monday to Friday weekdays. Friday nights. Always.
This is how we do it.
About our beloved legends. Pull up your chair. Let's chat legendary stuff. Marawa Sports Worldwide.
All right, I think this engagement, this conversation, this interview, whatever it is that you want to call it, it's probably breaking records, because just upon notification that he's going to be on the show, we've had the most number of tributes ever that have been sent to us, even before he has spoken one word. This is just purely from us announcing that he is going to be on the show. So, hey, that is a record. Trust me, from the control room, I can see they buzzing. They saying, what are you doing to us? Hey, Toms, are you okay? Managed. I've never seen this man so exhausted before the show. That is because all these tributes have come pouring in, and you know why? He deserves it, guys. So let's see the love, let's see the interaction. Let's go on that YouTube channel and let's make sure that he feels the love. We give him his flowers while he can still smell them. We pay the tribute that he so deserves, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, his talent, I can tell you free of charge. was truly amazing. It was thrilling, sort of characteristic, though, of a typical South African football player, whatever that means. Almost like a wizard-like football. He captivated not only his club's fans, but also those of the opposition. Now, known as one of the most electrifying tricksters on the football pitch. I mean, his impressive resurgence at the age of 34 as captain. He didn't just come back at 34. He was captain of Swallows Football Club 3 seasons ago. That was testament to me and everybody else to his vast experience. Now, he began his professional career again. This man breaking records at the tender age of just 17. Hey, where were you? What were you doing when you were 17? I bet you were nowhere near a professional anything. Maybe professional sitting, professional lazing around, professional, but not a professional football player, rugby player, cricketer, no. I mean, this guy came through the Orlando Pirates Academy before making his Premier Soccer League debut in 2003. Now, in a team, I can tell you, free of charge, that team was blessed with incredible youthful talent. And those early days, though, and early years at Orlando Pirates were the stuff, though, that dreams are made of for Cheeseboy. And he later joined Mamelodi Sundowns, a move that still, I guess, he'll tell me if I'm wrong, kind of aches in the hearts of a lot of Orlando Pirates faithful. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a Friday, so let's give a nice warm welcome to Lebohang Cheeseboy Mokoena. Oh, the whole room just exploded, boss. Welcome.
Thank you for having me, Rob, and evening to the listeners. Thank you for having me.
How does that feel? Did I kind of give a little summary of your life there?
I was getting a little bit of goosebumps, getting a little bit emotional at the same time. Just mixed feelings, but after you just breaking down everything, it just takes me down memory lane and everything that I've gone through.
I'm going to start completely differently this time, right? We normally try and engage, and then today's different. I don't know, like I was saying, and I was not lying. If I could only just play the tributes that are here, I could walk away. You wouldn't need me to be here in the studio. That is just how dearly people feel and believe in you. Listen to this.
Good evening, Rob. Good evening to you and the listeners. The guy you're sitting with there is not a chalk, but a real cheese. And I must tell you, I've worked with players with technical ability, players with great athletic ability, but I've experienced very few players who have the intelligence, not only game intelligence, but also intelligence to deal with life. And Cheese was such a person, a great upbringing, very eloquent, speaks well, great respect, unbelievably humble, but he sees things and he respects others. He knows how to share space. I can go on and on for an hour about Cheeseboy Mokoena, but I just want to wish him the very best and also remind him of one great match he played for South Africa, apart from the performance he gave the under-23s when we played Botswana in Potchefstroom. But with Lerato Chabangu and the rest, we had a hell of a great team. But the one match that stands out to me is the match they played in Pretoria, 2004 final that we won against Zambia. It was in the COSAFA under-20. Amazing game. I have seen teams play football, but I had never seen a final as entertaining. It's one of the classic under-20 cup finals we experienced. We beat Zambia 5-4. I think on the match, Cheese was on the bench. He came in as a sub. And I'm sure around 20th or 19th minute, he opened the scores. He further went on to score again. But the performances, the understanding between Cheeseboy and Lerato Chabangu was insane. That time you had Richard Ranchi the other side, you had Dane Clade, you had Abu Cyril Zuma, you had Abu Lance Davids. We had an amazing team. I think that time, that era, that is a time where we had the great Gift Leremi, the late. We had an amazing team. Robin Johannes. But in as much as they were a bunch of great players, Robert, they gave me hell. Bochi's boy. Them and the late Senzo Meiwa Boitumelen Kune. That team gave me hell. Typical of geniuses. In an environment where it is geniuses, you must know you are dealing with delinquents. Special people with special talent will give you special problems. God bless you. Thank you, Robert. And I keep shining the light on these bright stars, my brother, because stars shine at night. Nobody sees them because it's at night. Because it's during the day, in fact, because stars shine at night. Moments like these need you, my brother, to shine the light on these beautiful stars. And thank you so much, Cheese, for the contribution in the game in South Africa. South Africa sees you, knows you, and in whatever form appreciates all the contribution you gave to her. God bless you.
Yo.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know where to start, Coach Steve is a father to me, like many other coaches that I've worked with. But as you can see, I'm getting a bit emotional now because all those memories working with Coach Steve and the great players that we had in the under-20, under-23 team. A man of wise words, a man that always taught us a lot of things, as much as we were getting off the rails now and then. But because he was a former footballer as well, he understood the challenges we were also facing. And he was one person that never gave up on us, especially me. I remember when he also came to my mom's funeral. And till today I can talk about Coach Steve and the things we experienced together. Me being his top man as a striker, with Lerato, he named all these quality players that we had in that team. And all I can just say to Coach Steve is, Coach Lebohang. And as you know, I always put God first. And I'll always remain the humble person that I am and respect everybody that is around me. And yeah, it's been a journey, Coach, and Lebo.
He says you are not chalk, a lot of cheese. I mean, it describes you as an absolute star. And my memory of stars takes me back to a very famous song, which was duplicated by a number of artists, originally by Nina Simone. Says stars, they come and go, they come fast, they come slow. And they go like, the last light of the sun, all in a blaze, and all you see is glory. And I think the only thing we've seen in your walk of life has been glory. I mean, he's mentioned 2 games that stand out. The Pretoria game, 2004, against Zambia, under 20. He talks about the Botswana game as well. Do those stand out as your glory moments?
Yes, I'd say they do, because that was the beginning of the cheese. And I was glad to have people that looked after us. Tate Pani Kujani, Coach Steve, Coach Ramele Twaka, Coach Bobby, the under-17s. I think the structures in our national teams were really great, because we had great people that surrounded us and wanted the best for us. And it stands out for me, Rob, because we were actually not part of the tournament. I was with Gift. We were still training Go Pirates, and there were injuries at camp, and the team had to play the final. A funny story, Rob, on the day before the final, me and Gift, we went out, right? I don't know whether Coach Steve knows this, but I'm sure I'd say, well, Coach. We went out, came back in the wee hours, early in the morning, because me and Gift used to share flat. Yeah. So in the early hours of the morning, Coach Lebohang knocks at the door. Actually, security calls, and we're like, hi man, who's this so early in the morning? Now we've been ignoring the calls from the office, the Pirates office, looking for us. Yeah. That, hey guys, you need to report to camp. The guys are playing a final at 3:00. Now, Tebogo, obviously, I think Coach Tebogo knew us a lot. He knew a lot of things that me and Gift were up to at that age.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Tebogo comes in and he says, what are you finally at 3:00? Bon affair. Coach, right. Let's go there and win this thing. And we did exactly that, and coming on as a sub I was like, phew, thank you, I'm not starting the game, Junior Kanye gets injured in the first 10 minutes of the game. And now I have to go in.
Where was Junior Kanye at 3 a.m.?
Junior was in camp. He's been in camp all along.
So he didn't do the. He
didn't overlap.
Okay. He just got injured.
No, he got injured in the game.
Okay.
And all of a sudden, Coach Steve says, "There you go. Fine, we go in there." And luckily, I scored the first goal. Because I'm one person. As much as I was a little bit of a wayward player because I was very young as well, doing irresponsible things as well at that time. But as soon as I entered the field of play, I knew that this is where my bread is and this is where I need to make my mark.
I love the way you imitated Lebohang Mokoena. Just do that again. How does it speak?
Chanyan, le kante lona le tshware di phone. Lona le tlo ntshwarisa ke tlhogo. Chairman wa phone. Ke ra mashwabana wa tseba le wena man.
Tebza.
Cheeseboy, Nchanyana, Ronaldo. Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to find out after the break what Lebohang Mokoena has to say. Lebohang. Hey, Tebza, Lebohang Mokoena, Tebza Moloi. Going to pay a tribute there. Just gave you a bit of a taste. Maybe just to weigh things up and see if the voice matches that of the other legend, Mashrabana.
#MSW live now on 947 Vuma FM, Rise FM, and Sowetan Live at the same time. #MSW.
So, when you drop off the kids in a new Citroen C3 Aircross SUV abantu bazotini, school principals will say, "Keep up the good work," as you park smoothly, assisted by your standard rear view camera. Even school bullies will say, "Hey son, here's your lunch money back," as your kid leaps out of a car with 200mm ground clearance. Abantu bazoti, "Room for one more." And then you'll say, "Of course, my darling, it's Citroen. Simply more, now standard."
Don't open your eyes, Dudley told herself as she lay dreading in the darkness. A nightmare day was ahead, but at this moment, her bed could have outdone clouds for softness. Perhaps it was the fact that slumber only found her an hour ago, after 5 hours of trying, and it was now about to be snatched away. Why, on this day, would she exchange counting sheep for wondering how many sheep would sheep count if sheep could count sheep? This sent her straight into the 5 stages of grief. First, denial, then anger, followed by pleading. As mild depression set in, anticipating that her cosmic sunrise ringtone would soon shatter the silence the moment she relaxed, she resigned herself to the final stage, acceptance. Slowly reaching out, she grudgingly peeled one eye open and grabbed the phone to look at the time. 6:30 a.m., Saturday morning. Yes. It's the little things that satisfy us most, like the Chicken Licken Super Slider Mix 4 for only 68 Rand. Chicken Licken, soul food.
The runway's all yours, Captain.
This is Lotto Star's Aviator Captain, and we're about to soar to exhilarating heights. Fasten your seatbelts and prepare to cash out before we touch down.
Get ready to fly high and stand to win payouts reaching up to 20 million Rand in seconds. Place your bets now at lottostar.co.za, your world of live games. Lotto Stars licensed by the Mpumalanga Economic Regulator. No under 18. NRGP 0800 006 008. T's and C's apply. All games are fixed odds betting events.
Bokkie, I'm home.
And now, what's all this?
What you mean? It's groceries.
But payday's only next week. And you've got Avos. Did you get an inheritance or something? Liv, you can tell me.
When you get a Nedbank Platinum credit card, there will be signs. Get competitive interest rates from Prime and up to 2% unlimited cashback on your card spend from just 99 Rand a month. So you can buy groceries whenever. Apply via netbank.co.za or the Money app. See money differently. Nedbank. We're a licensed FSP and registered credit provider. T's and C's apply.
Next, please.
Can I swipe my Absa Visa card for my share of 100 million Rand in real cashback?
Yep, your card does that, sir.
Can I also swipe for a chance to win one of 10 cars?
Oh, absolutely. Your card does that too.
This summer, keep swiping your Absa Visa card to get your guaranteed share of 100 million Rand in real cashback. Plus, stand a chance to win one of 10 cars with 6 months insurance. Your story matters. Absa. Absa is an authorized FSP and a registered credit provider. T's and C's apply.
Previously on Marawa Sports Worldwide.
Here's Galaxy head coach Saint Ramovich is here in studio with me tonight. Timso guys is maybe very patient. He's not like other coaches that are very quick to pull the trigger and fire the coaches. Are you fireable?
I am humble enough to know that I can be replaced. But I am also wise enough to know that there is no one else that will work harder than me.
Are you in a position as hard as you work, results don't turn your way, that you as Coach Siad Ramovich are fireable?
When the results are not coming, I will be the first one that will say, okay, please team, change something because the club is the most important thing. It's not me.
Hashtag MSW. Hashtag MSW.
Right, we are live on the YouTube channel. Post any of your comments as well as any question on the channel there. We do have Cheeseboy Mokoena live in studio tonight, 011-883-8947. Otherwise, you can send us a WhatsApp voice note on 060-708-0484. It is bound to be... gets a little bit heated later. Yeah, I can tell you that much. But let's just remind you what's happening over the weekend. I trust me, guys. I'm warming up for another sizzling, action-packed weekend with Showmax. And I know that you are as well. That's simply because the Carling Knockout kicks off and the Premier League returns as well. I mean, what a time to be a Diski fan. So tonight, the reigning knockout champions, Stellenbosch as well as Amazulu, go head-to-head. In fact, the starting lineups of both of these teams have just been released. We'll try and see if we can squeeze that news in for you. They are playing tonight. They're going to get to the first round rolling as defending champions, as you know. Orlando Pirates, though, who recently defeated Stellies, though, in the MTN 8 final, are on a quest to claim the Carling Knockout Cup. But first, though, they have to go through a side called Magesi. Well, hopefully the lights will be up, the electricity will be on, and we will watch a beautiful game of football. Now, up in England, say the Gunners have locked in on the Vitality Stadium to face Bournemouth, as well as the Premier League champions Manchester City are in the Wolves' den, hoping to prevent history from repeating itself. Then we have a little Smolanyana game. Liverpool versus Chelsea. Yo. I mean, both of these teams, under their new coaches, Arne Slot as well as Enzo Maresca, have been almost unstoppable. I mean, this is definitely going to be a match and a half, and this weekend's got to be hot. It's going to be hot, and it's going to be hot. I can reassure you that much. So simply subscribe to Showmax Premier League for only just R69 per month to get your front row seat. Talking about front rows, guys, none gets better than tonight.
Friday nights, always.
This is how we do it.
About our beloved legends. Pull up your chair. Let's chat legendary stuff. Marawa Sports Worldwide.
Greetings to you and greetings to MSW shareholders. This is Tom Nyati from Edenville. And greetings to Cheeseboy Mokoena. Rob, my only question to him as a Pirate fan, what went through his mind when he took that pen to sign a contract for Mamelodi Sundowns? What really went through his mind before he even signed on the dotted line? What went through his mind? That's my only question. What a wonderful player, Rob. What an individual. We are blessed to have been graced with his talent. He was a marvel to watch. Both at Sundowns and Pirates. What an individual, Rob. What a good player. Thanks, Rob.
Good evening, Rob, and good evening to the legend, Lebohang Cheeseboy Mokoena. Rob, that man must give us whatever that is eating because he doesn't age at all. But I just want to pay my tribute and say, Cheeseboy, you entered the professional football scene as a fearless but skillful, speedy youngster playing for that high-flying Orlando Pirates team, and you elevated to football when you moved to Mamelodi Sundowns and played with so much maturity. One of the most memorable matches was when you were playing against Orlando Pirates in 2011-2012 season, and you were playing alongside Method Munjali, Teko Modise, Surprise Muriri, Musa Nyatama, Punch Masinamela, Kila Mpela, and I think Wayne Sanderlands was in goals on that day. And you received a back heel from Ukila, and you dribbled past Olakilu Khwati and a penalty on that day. And for me, that was one of the most memorable matches that I've watched of you. But I just want to find out what went through your mind and what level of preparation that you put yourself through in preparing for that fixture. Because for me, you are playing with so much character, with so much determination. But I just want to hear your views around that. Wishing you all the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much indeed. Let's start off with that one because I think fresh on your mind, I'm sure.
Just to answer that one, Rob. Actually, it was unexpected because I think I have explained it in some of my interviews how that deal came about for me to move to Sundowns. But yeah, just to get to the point, looking at that contract, I already made up my mind because I was told already by the club that they're no longer going to use me. And the only thing that really hurt me at that time was thinking about the fans and the supporters of Pirates in terms of their reaction when they see this thing come out in the papers, and especially at home. My dad, Fole Bakania, Mamzo, Fole Bakania. So their hearts were also bleeding at that time, but looking at my status at that time at Pirates, I was not having enough game time, and my target was to be in the World Cup, and with less minutes, there was no chance I would even make the team that will be preparing for the World Cup. So hence I had to make the move. 2009, Confed was around the corner, World Cup around the corner, so I needed the minutes as well. So I think that's why I went on to sign onto that contract. Not a money issue, but for me to actually try and get back onto the field of play.
2009, that's when you made your exit from Orlando Pirates. Rudy Kroll wasn't playing you as often as we thought.
Yeah.
Were they personal issues?
There was just one incident that happened at training, Rob. We were doing an exercise. Coach felt I'm not doing the exercise properly. Did it again. I even told the guys, I said, guys, I'm going to do this thing again and tell me if I'm doing it wrong. So I went into the slalom. It's called the slalom. We went in and out, and Kroll said to me, look, if you don't want to train, just go to the office, go speak to Mr. Mbele, and then you can come back to training. And that's when I left the training session, and after that, I heard a bit of insults leaving the session because I felt like development players were being targeted at that time, me, Joseph Makanya, Michael Morton. And when I left, one of the players told the coach what I said in Vanek, right? And they took that up to the office. And when I went to the office, I was like, no, but I'm not supposed to be talking to this gentleman. Can I, Nakimizaral Timer,
Yes.
Dr. Ivan, I call him Timer, he is my father. I'm like, Timer, I'm only going to speak with you. I don't think I can talk to this guy because you know me from a very young age. So I think you would believe whatever that I'll be telling you, what's happening at the club. Unfortunately, the chairman was busy with the preparations for the World Cup, and yeah, that's when the fallout happened with me and Kroll, and that's why I didn't even hesitate when they told me Sundowns was looking to bring me a good lockup.
Sure. So the slalom, from what I understand, I mean, that's the dribbling in between the cones.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dribbling was your thing. So how could you not have been able to do that properly?
Yeah, that's the thing. Sometimes as a player, or I would say as players, there are certain coaches that will target you, and I felt like I was one of the targets. Reason being also, being a fan favorite sometimes it's actually not a good thing.
Yeah.
Especially when you get a coach that really wants to be the fan favorite and feels like every time you warm up, you gotta come into the team. You gotta come into the field. So that was one of the challenges that I faced, because even if I was put on the bench, the fans will call out my name so that the coach could make a sub if things were not going well, or either a player's not doing well. They'd call out my name. That forced the coach to actually make the sub, and that makes it difficult for the coach now. Okay, I want to play so and so, but now I can't because these fans will be right on my back.
Sure. So you were a problem, but I'm sure a problem that Augusto Palacios can only be proud of, because my goodness, he is so proud of you.
Hi, Robert and the listeners. Always my pleasure to be in your program, and this time to say my salute to Lebohang Mokoena. So great players who arrived in Orlando Pirates in the early age, 9-10 years. And also give a promotion to the reserve side in the age of 15 years. And continue his achievement when in the age of 16 years, signed for the professional team. His first game, it was against Santos in Cape Town, coming in the second half, when we were losing, and he changed the complex of the game to drop the game. He was a player difficult to mark. He was using left and right, good speed and penetration. This was one of the players who enjoyed together with the rest years ago. And this was one of the dreams that Dr. Ivan Cosa, when one day say, one day hope the lineup from the team B all play from the development. We not arrived to the 11, but we arrived more than 50% when Radebe in the goal, and Rebohile, Mav in the right, Bene Vilacasi, Cheese Mokoena, Guilherme, Jose Macaña, and Pomoso Manense. This team was playing the derby together, and continue with other players. But to talk about Lebohang is the privilege and the honor to develop him and to be closer to him. Obvious, he had big time when he lost his mother, and years ago he lost his wife, and he continued with his children. Now in his new role, to be the coach, to be the guide, he must show the players what is to arrive to another level. Show your skill, your ability, and show the discipline who need to arrive to this level. Well done, Lebo. I love you, and always keep in touch to share football in our life. Continue to enjoy your life with your kid and your family, because the great support you had always from your mother who is not there, from your wife, from your granny, from your father, and all your family. I wish you all the best, and I pray also with you. Keeping well and stay blessed. Bye-bye.
Sure, that's a father speaking, eh?
Yo, Rob. You know, when I came here, I'm like, I'm not going to cry. The people that are sending these notes are very dear to me, close. Coach Augusto, I call him Super Coach. Super Coach. The man has done so much, you know, and from the age of 10, I mean, he's been there. He's guided me, you know, he's explained a lot about the game to me. Like you know, growing up where in a society where you are hardly recognized and you get to a team where you're well taken care of. We were well taken care of at Pirates. I won't lie. From the juniors, with the late Sizo as well, and all the former legends that were coaching at the club. Like you said, the vision was for the club to eventually have a full 11 of development players, of which we reached maybe 60-70%, like the coach said. But with all due respect, I'm grateful to the chairman for actually giving me that platform, you know, and I know we had our ups and downs as well, me and him, Timer, but it's life, and I've learned a lot from that. And with Coach Augusto being part of my life, not only as a coach, but as a father, even through the difficult times, he's always been there. Even today, he's still there. We still talk. Motivates me a lot through my situations, going through a lot. But when I just hear his voice, a lot of tears drop down, because the man has done so much, and I don't have much to say, Rob. Thanks, August. Thanks, Coach.
Sure. And I think one of the things, I'm sorry about that, Cheese. I mean, one of the things he mentioned, which I was going to be a bit careful how I approach it, because I know that it's a very sensitive one. When you lose two people that mean so much to you, when you lose your mom, and then you lose your wife, they both pass away, and now you almost have to accelerate that role of now being a father and a mother to your children.
Yeah.
What has that been like? And I'm so sorry that that's happened.
No, Rob. You know, on a serious note, it's not easy. It's not easy. It was never easy from the beginning. Firstly, when I lost my mom, I just thought about giving up on football. You know. Thanks. I just thought about giving up on football. You know, and you know how God works. That's when I was actually not even performing well at that time. I remember I didn't even care much about the game, because I just felt like my pillar's gone. Somebody was very supportive to me is no longer there. But with the courage from the coaches that I worked with, and that's when eventually when I met my wife, and she became that pillar. She filled that gap for me and was very supportive in what I was doing. She actually told me, refocus, get back into it. This is your thing. You were born to do this thing. And that's why I got the courage to get back again, get back on my feet and say, look, this is what God gave me, and I just need to share it out there. And I did exactly that, you know. Very touching, because every day, Rob, I do motherly duties every day. I wake up in the morning, take my kids. It's a routine. I'm used to it now. And it's good that I talk about it. I always talk about it, because I feel like I'll become a little bit better as time goes on. Not yet fully healed, but I try my best so that my kids can get the best. I think hence I decided, let me not go back to this thing called football, because They only have me now. Let me be there for my kids, help them through their education, teach them, guide them, and show them that I love them. It's not only about the finances and just dropping money off with the kids and stuff, but to be there, helping them with homeworks after school. I know a lot of people sometimes do call me, Rob, hey, Cheesy, what you do? I'm like, hey, I'm busy, my guy. I'm busy with homeworks. I have to cook after this, you know. I have to iron. I have to try this and this, you know. But glad enough was that before my wife passed, it was like she knew, because my mom used to tell me that, to learn how to do things your own way. And I was like, mom, because I felt the comfort because mommy is there. And now my wife comes in the picture and she starts teaching me these things. And then she departs. And now I look back and I'm like, this was a lesson. This was how God had maybe tried to prepare me for something like this. And I'm glad to say that I'm doing fine with the kids. It's just me and my kids. I'm doing fine. And yeah, we are happy. We are happy, Rob. And I try to make the most of it.
They couldn't have found a better dad, man. They couldn't have found a better dad. And I'm glad to hear that news. I'm glad to know that you're doing solidly. Because there's so many things we celebrate. We belatedly celebrate your birthday as well. Just the end of September, you turned 38.
Yep.
Hey, getting closer to that Sasa grant. Hey, so happy belated birthday, sir.
Thanks.
And we've always got to remember that you are one of very few South African footballers that managed to play for every national team, from the under-17s all the way through to Bafana Bafana. That we cannot overlook. Because when you get to those milestones, then you can sit back and say, damn, I'm good.
#MSW live now on 947 Vuma FM, Rise FM, and Soweto Live at the same time. #MSW.
Board a flight of fortune. Play skyward with Hollywood Bets and cash out before the crash. Watch the multiplier climb and stand to win up to 10 million rand in one round. Bet now and you could be the next pilot to claim sky-high rewards. T's and C's apply. Hollywood Sportsbook is a licensed betting operator. Hollywood Bet supports responsible gambling. No persons under the age of 18 years are permitted to gamble. Winners know when to stop. South African Responsible Gambling Foundation toll-free counselling line 0800 006 008 or WhatsApp help to 076 675 0710.
This holiday season, GWM is offering you the ultimate gift.
Buy a new GWM B Series LT Bucky and enjoy the freedom of no payments until April of 2025.
That's 6 months payment-free while you enjoy the road, the celebrations, and the savings in your new P Series Bucky.
Go with more. Go with the GWM P Series and unwrap your perfect 4x4 double cab unforgettable holiday adventure. Visit gwm.co.za.
Get more for even less with your Spar Rewards card. Shop red and save green with low prices on your favorite products and essentials. Like 4 kg Spar frozen chicken mixed portions for only $149.99 per pack. Or 2-liter Spar full cream or low-fat ultra-pasteurized fresh milk for just $32.99 each. Prices valid until 22 October. T's and C's apply.
It's Harold Ned Forest Hotline, Rowan on the line.
Harold, help. Last year, I forgot my wife's birthday.
Whoops, let me guess. Things got a bit hairy, hey?
No, the exact opposite. She swapped my shampoo for hair remover. There's not a hair left on my head.
Ooh, smooth.
Please help me get it right this year.
You can get a lot more than right. Just visit Net Florist and order the biggest birthday bouquet you can. And your head will be all taken care of. Net Florist, it's easy to show you care.
Hubby, our monthly bills and insurance are all up to date. Now we can relax. What could go wrong?
A lot could go wrong, wifey.
I have a wise tip from iWise. Accepting a debit order mandate from our bank, so our insurance premiums are always paid on time for uninterrupted cover.
What about a wise tip for saving money?
If we bundle our car and home insurance, we may qualify for a lower premium.
For a quote, visit iwise.co.za. The Wise Insurance Choice. iWise is underwritten by Old Mutual Insure Limited, a licensed FSP and non-life insurer.
To the itchy, watery eyes, the cough, the sniff and sneeze, and the hives, we say unite against allergies.
Keeping those allergies far away. Sniffs and sneezes out of our way. We're feeling better with Jamison once a day.
For 24-hour allergy relief, speak to your pharmacist about Demazin. Demazin gets it done.
Marawa Sports Worldwide.
Lebohang Cheeseboy Mokoena, good to see you. When you try and wrap your mind around it, what do you think has happened here? Because it doesn't sound normal then.
I'm looking for answers, Rob. I need to tell my kids first what happened because they were my number one fans. My son, Sinclair. Looking at him and thinking I need to tell my son that I'm told I'm not supposed to return to playing football again or playing for Swallows, you know. And it left a bit of a bitter taste in my mouth because being the father in the house, I don't know what I'm going to say to my kids. How am I going to explain it when I myself don't have an explanation of how things turned out? I aspire to be one day a grassroots coach. I was told that platform, I was going to be given that platform, but it never came.
At Swallows.
At Swallows. You know, my wife is still in shock.
I see your light in the dark, smile in my face when we all know it's hard.
Marawa Sports Worldwide. Monday to Friday weekdays. Friday nights. Always.
This is how we do it.
About our beloved legends. Pull up your chair. Let's chat legendary stuff. Marawa Sports Worldwide.
Cheeseboy, Nchanyana, Ronaldo. Yeah, this boy gave me a hard time. Togetherly gift. Yeah, Nchanyana, I'm happy, Robert. Ubidite, you must come and be part of the show. And yeah, you must tell the listeners, Orwenali gift, you used to give me a hard time. No, not in a bad way, in a good way, boy. No. If there's one thing about this boy, Robbie, very disciplined young man. He was our development Ronaldo. Yeah, not Cristiano Ronaldo, but R9. No, Cheesy had everything. You know, if you're a development player and Johnny Black Sunday Masigela gives you his blessings to use jersey number 23, and he is in awe of what you can do as a youngster, you must know that you have the potential to become one of the best. Cheesy could do anything, Robert Capolo. When I met him as a development coach, no, we used to call him the El Phenomenal. No, Cheese was something, Robbie. I'm not surprised he has represented South Africa at all levels, you know, from the juniors until to Bafana. We even sent him overseas to go and learn the life skills, and he came back. Today, I'm very proud to say that he's a responsible father, responsible parent. You know, after he lost his wife, he has to look after the kids, and he's doing it with responsibility that nobody can believe that this boy, he is so mentally, psychologically strong, and he's raising the kids all by himself. And Janyana, I've had the best times being your assistant coach. The best memory, boy, that day when I had to go and fetch Yuli gift, the exams, when you were both written off, no, you don't have to come even to the game, but I said, I am not traveling with the team. I will stay and drive you to Kwakwa. And the nicest part, I don't know who scored a brace and who scored one. You will tell the listeners, but at the end of the day, both of you scored all the 3 goals and we came back with 3 points. And the supporters were happy. To me, boy, you are one of the best development products to come out of our development. Now you are part of the Zotokoza ambassadors, and you are part of the legends, even though Asia boy that you must play with us. Like they used to say, Skolo, when you play Lead Takatao, they said go play leading Goto. Now you are playing leading Goto. Still, boy, you are still outpacing everybody. That is how gifted you are. Wishing you all the best, Mfanaka. Eita Chizi.
Debza, Debo Koboloi. We'll come back to that, Debza. Like I told you guys, my role right now is to keep quiet.
Tarobza, Vuyo Miriya. What a legend you have there in studio, Tarob. Lebohang Cheeseboy Mokoena. Tarob, I can write a long book with Lebohang's life, with the short stint that we had together. The guy I once regarded as an enemy on the field, an enemy that became a friend, and a friend that became a family member, Tarob. Tarob, when I first met Lebu, we were playing against Orlando Pirates, and I was at Mamelodi Sundowns. I will never, ever, ever forget that day, Tarob. Lebu gave me a tough time. Lebu just made my day a living hell, Tarob. I went home after the game. I willingly made an ice bath for myself because I was overworking. Lebu is one of the trickiest players I've ever faced, Tarob, and many defenders will attest to that in the league. So, Tarob, when I first met Lebu, he was just an opponent, but then I liked his humbleness, I liked his dedication to the game, and I will never forget what he did to me, what he did for me and my family. So yeah, my skipper, I'm truly grateful for everything that you have done for me and my family, dog. That is why we became so close and close and close together, my G. I know we went through thick and hell, dog. Not thin, thick and thin, no, hell. Because I remember during the COVID that we were together, fighting that virus together and winning the league together, dog. That was just the highlight of my career, dog. When everybody wrote us out, when, everybody thought, we were down and out, and God showed up for us, my G, as usual. And, we managed to win the league and promote Swallows FC, and we bounced back in the league. That's what champions do, my leader. That's what champions do, my skipper. Yeah, and then the downs, my G, when we lost your wife, my G, that was one of my down. I've never felt so down in my life because that whatever we felt that time, we shared everything, and I know how close you were with your wife, and that really pierced my heart. But yeah, skipper, I was just glad that we were together through those moments again. And yes, God brought us this far, Lord, and we must just be grateful. So, my skipper, all the best in everything that you're going to do, my G, your future endeavors. And I'm just happy that, you are back again, enjoying your life and then doing what you do best, and that just to give back to the people you love and taking care of your kids. I will always love you, my G. Take care.
Oh, deep one. Vuyo Mere, thank you so much. We'll get acknowledgement coming through from our legend in studio.
Cheesy. I remember the first day, ngihamba nawe US. You've welcomed me ngezandla warm. You made me believe I've got a friend, I've got a brother. Even today, you are one of the people that inspired me while I was still in Mpumalanga playing football, because you break through to the PSL at a young age. So you showed me and showed a lot of youngsters that is it possible to go and play in the PSL. So ngithanda ukusho ukuthi bro wami, you've played the part, udlalile, and you make sure ukuthi you fulfill idream yakho. And some of us, you've contributed. So ngithanda ukubonga kakhulu, and also I wish you the best in everything that you do. Bro wami, uyazi uthanda ukuphela. Kheng.
Oh man, happy Jale. Sure. I didn't know you could go this deep, guy. I didn't know you could go this deep. But you know what? As I said, my role right now is to keep quiet. We're taking all these beautiful tributes, guys. And I thank you so much.
Hey manaya upeti nkaka lapho nchanyana Lebohang Cheeseboy Mokoena lefalamang Cheeseboy Mokoena mana kusezo cheeseboy manje seku cheeseman. Yeah, so I'd like to send my greatest gratitude to you, bra. You've been a brother throughout, and something that people don't know, Guti. Most of the time, for a young guy or a young man that came into the scene, you were very, 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 very resolute in what you know and what you needed to do. You were never faded or taken away by anything. So blessed with good talent. I remember at some point how you questioned certain things that were not done properly. Yeah, so Chanyana and Jaka, no. South Africa was blessed to have you as well, because You were a top talent. We were a top talent. I still remember one game that we played against Sundowns, Moelis Park. When I overheard you, gift, may his soul rest in peace. Challenge gift, no. I really passed and I wanted to be part of that conversation. I really 3. And that on the day, we ran rings around Sundowns. We ran rings around Sundowns on the day. But so mole seba midi se mauto mole ko passing re ba shebile ora a tsele re di matisitse. So in fact, South Africa was truly blessed to have seen maybe a talent that you had in fact, and you showcase your talent, and you are a true legend. Big up Nchanyana. And also again, I know you had maybe some difficulty, and I know how strong you are as well, and I can see because last time you had a serious issue at home, and I know time heals, but memories still stay there, and I know that situation couldn't have been put to somebody else besides you. You are a very strong somebody, hence the situation had to happen to you, and I'm happy you are pulling through, and also seeing you being active, especially around maybe the football fraternity, and big ups to you, Mkhoti, and stay strong. Much love and Jack. Shap shap.
Hey, Joseph Tugutugu. Hey, Makanya, my God. Ziakanya is going to Kanya even more.
Lifala mange Mokoena aka Cheeseboy. Member, how's it member? Lucas laba be. Twala. Long time long see member. Hope everything is going well lapho ke. Keep it up baba, wishing you well. Wami yolekelela no member lapha ushoti lapha. Umakhanya lapha. This boy can have a heart attack umlekelele lapha angayithathi personal lento uzosiculekela lapha elayinini. I hope now, remember, I wishing you all the best in everything you do, my man. Keep it up.
Lucas Twala. Hey, Vanu Letukshisa, man. Yes.
Good evening, Bra Rob. Good evening, Bra Rob. You have someone there with you that made my stay at Orlando Pirates very welcoming, and you should have seen that guy at training. I know that people will watch him when he's playing during the match, but at training, that guy was something else. Cheese was something that was somebody that will always try and talk to each and everyone in the club. Rob, we used to call each other Ngwanesu, and we happened to stay not far from each other. We sometimes bump to each other at the filling station. I just wanted to say to you, Cheese, thank you for being a great teammate and a friend. Thanks for all the times you helped me and motivated me. I feel so unfortunate. I feel so fortunate that I got to work with you, my brother. It's truly been great getting to know you better, and I'm looking forward to see you doing more good things, my brother. Thank you, brother Rob. Sharp Cheese. All right, Coach Sema. Thank you.
Sure, Coach, to wrap things up there, I told you, I said I played no role up until the end of the show. I am still disappointing gazillions of other human beings that wanted to come onto the show. Maybe you just want to summarize the bit, and I could tell you were taking strain in a good way, though.
Rob, you know what? First of all those people that just came on now. I mean, brotherhood is what I always preached. Love is what I always preached. Respect, humbleness. Kustebza, Mashwabana, whatever. I used to make his head go, way wide. Dukes, best friend, best teammate, we even chat today. Lucas, funniest guy. Happy somebody who went to a course together in the US via Orlando Pirates. There's just so many of these guys, you know, that really touched me. Cloaks. Thank you so much, guys, for these words. You know, they'll stay dear to my heart, and I'll always love you guys, man. Thank you so much. And to the fans, it doesn't matter which team that I played for, but I think football brings the nation together, and I hope I done that and I played my part. Thank you.
Guys, thank you so much indeed. You know, it's a pity. I wanted to get to a part where I asked him about this offer that he got from Al Ahly of Egypt. At the age of 15, he was given an offer.
Yeah.
Please say yes or no.
Yes.
Benfica
Yes.
gave you an offer, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Deportivo gave you an offer, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Auxerre gave you an offer.
Yes, sir.
Strasbourg gave you an offer.
100%.
You and Katlejo.
Yes.
Killer, the same one who gave you a tender to score the goal.
Yes, sir.
But he went and you didn't.
No, I didn't, Rob.
That's a sad story.
Yep.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate you and we love you. Ladies and gentlemen, cheese boy. Hey. Oh, thanks, guys. I know a lot of you hate me today because I didn't get to play even a fraction of these voice notes, but we appreciate you. We might, as I always say, hopefully have a part B soon. Tune in again on Monday for Marawa Sports Worldwide. Proudly brought to you by Hollywood Bets.
From the pitch to the podium, your all-access pass to the world of sport is right here. Marawa Sports Worldwide on 947, Vuma FM and Rise FM. Powered by Hollywood Bets. Hashtag MSW live now on 947 Vuma FM, Rise FM, and Soweto Live at the same time. Hashtag MSW.